Everyone, welcome back to Threat Intel 102. I'm Tired Goth, and we are picking up from the last discussion here. So, why anyone would be using magic practices or anything that would actually be promoting some sort of intuitive or spiritual bending of odds into another's favor, be it through speech to others, ill speech about others, whether it's forging contracts, forging signatures, any type of intellectual misuse of one's ability to change something to make odds better for them for some sort of financial gain, attention gain, anything that could be really granting them, opportunities. This is something that is then something that can be checked. It's something that can be checked in the way that the success unfolds in their life following these events. However, what is to be considered first and foremost with any of this is that in the case that people are using this, as it were, manifest better opportunities for themselves through other people's deception, sorry, not other people's deception, through their deception of other people, where I guess you could say agreement to this, right? This is usually something that is called out within the legal system because, for what people don't understand about the legal system, justice is rooted in the will of spiritual, emotional, intellectual, and material preservation. So while people think, or people believe, I should say, in the authorities protecting property, it's not just property that is tangible. It is property that is inherent to the human experience. It's your emotional abilities to remain intact so that you don't assume emotional damage for what it is that you go through with a person. It is intellectual protection so that if you have an idea or a concept that matters to you for the sake of what you believe it will fulfill in a human destiny to shape the lives of other people, and someone interferes with this and causes you grave losses as a result of this, this is also protected by the legal system. If you incur financial damage, this is likely the most common and popular dispute because there's evidence of these things that is made more common and available. But this is also something that can be argued within a spiritual basis. But since a lot of people are not openly discussing spiritual impacts on financial losses, this is another situation that is often ignored as hocus pocus, literally. What I would like to impart to you all here is that if there is any reason that a person would be manipulating energy, specifically, be it telekinetically, intellectually, emotionally, physically, or creatively, right, through the arts, there is an impact that is felt and known by an entire part of your vessel, piece by piece, right? An entirety, actually the entirety of your vessel. I won't be, um, mild about it. Your whole body feels it when you've been betrayed. And the courts currently only operate within a spectrum of proof that is physical, tangible, because it is what shows in argument and in known details what it is that occurred to make these things happen, to create a loss for others. So when it comes to disputing threats that have a basis in the spiritual, and there is no proof yet brought down to earth for us to view and say, my gosh, this is what it is, what we need to look at are the tendencies of spiritual practices historically to facilitate evil. Now, I know this sounds like a fairy tale book, but what is evil is that which goes against someone's ability to form good principles based on what it is that has corrupted them.